next is setting the background of the web page. How can we set the background of a web page? For that we have a attribute called bg color. It should be written in the body tag. Okay, so whatever the color you are going to specify here, that will be applied as a background of the web page. In the same way, we can even assign an image as a background of the web page. That how is it possible? By using the background attribute. In place of bg color, we will write background, and then in place of value, we are going to write the name of the image which should be displayed as a background of the web page. Let us see practically how it is going to work. For that, let me move to Notepad and then open my browser. Here what I will do, I will use the body, then bg color is equal to, then within the double quotes I will write light blue, then close the tag, and I will write we are learning how to change the background of the web page. This information only I want to display in the web page. Okay, so I will just close the body tag here. Let me save by pressing Ctrl S. Go to the web browser by clicking it. Just press F5. You can see now the background color is changed, and we are learning how to change the background of the web page. That information is also displayed. Okay, then how to change the background with an image. Okay, let us see that. Same thing, I'll just change here background. So in place of that, I just wrote background, and in my computer, I have one file called science.jpg. This file is already saved in my computer. So that file name I'm giving here, and I will just save that and just press F5. You can see this image is set. You can see the beakers of the science image is there down. When you go down, you can see that. Okay, this is how we can apply an image also to the background. So now we know that how to change the background color and how to insert an image as a background of the web page. Then, ma'am, can we change the background, like whatever the text is displaying, automatically by default it is displaying in the black color. Can we change that? Yes, it is also possible by using the text attribute, body text. So when you go for font color, what will happen? Whatever you people are writing the text within the font tag, only that particular text is changing the tag. But here what this body text command will do, for example, tag will do, it will change the default color of the web page to that particular color, whatever we are going to assign. Okay, so let us see how to do that. I have given here red, then in place of this I will write text is equal to, in the double bracket I will write green. Okay, then close this, just save this, come to the web page, just press F5. You can see now the text is displayed in the green color. Please children understand properly the difference between font color and body text is that font color will change only whatever the text you have written within the font tag. Body text color will assign the color to the web page of the whole web page. Okay, it will be applied for the whole web page. I think it is very clear for you. Let us go to the presentation. Let us go back to our presentation to see what is the next tag. That is text attribute. Just now whatever we have run. What are these HTML commands? You know, we all have learned that we are writing some comments in the programming languages also, just to give an explanation that what we are why we are writing that statement in the programming code. In the same way, here also we are going to write the HTML commands for two main reasons. That is, writing notes or reminders for ourselves, means to know that why I have written that particular tag, just to remind, because if we are writing a big web page code, then we are going to write so much coding. That time it will be very difficult to remember that for what I have written that tag. So to give a self explanation, we can use this HTML commands, and temporarily hiding the elements or the tags. We can use this while testing. Okay. Now HTML commands will be ignored. Whatever you people are writing within the HTML commands, that will be ignored by the browser. Means browser will not consider that information to display in the web page. How we can write? You can see I have shown you. You have to write with the symbols which I am showing you on the screen. For example, let us see. I will just write here something using that. Okay, explain it, and 2 dash, just close this. Okay, then here what I will write, I will just write welcome, just close this with the tag. Just save this. Let us see whether it will be displayed on the screen or not. Just F5. Can you see the information displayed on the screen? Yes, it is displayed. You tell me for what reason? Why? Because it has to be not ended like this. It has to be written like this. Whatever I have shown you on the screen. Just I will save this and I will refresh this page. Now you can see, even though welcome is written there, that is not displayed on the web page. So always remember that there is no starting tag and ending tag. It has to be written in the way which I have shown you on the screen. I hope it is very clear for you all. Okay, let us move further. What is the next tag? Next is list elements. What are these list elements? Before we proceed, let us see what is this list. You might have seen in Word, we people have taught you how to create bullets and numbering. You know, right? You can see on the screen also now, ordered list, unordered list, and nested list. That is written using the bullets. So if we are writing anything using the bullets or some symbols, that is called unordered list. And if we are writing some list like this using the numbers or alphabets in a series order, then that is called as ordered list. Then what is this nested list? Means list within the list, bullets within the bullets, or numbers within the numbers. If we are writing, then we call it as a nested lists. Let us see how exactly it is going to work. You can see the attribute on the screen for the unordered list. It will start with UL. UL tag specifies that unordered list. Then what is this LI? LI is the lists. That are the list which has to be displayed in one below the other with the bullets or with the numbers. Okay. Then type is equal to circle. What is this? This is nothing but what type of bullet you want. What type of bullet should be appearing. You can give disk, you can give circle, you can give square. All these things you can display as a unordered list. Let us see how exactly it works with the practical thing. I will just use BR to come to the next line, and here I will write font, I will write font color is equal to, now by default what is the color? Green, right? Because we have given the background text color as green. Here I will make it as red. Just to show you the difference, I am using this tag. Okay, part of computer. I want to display this information. Okay, parts of computer. Then I want to go to the next line. So I am using BR. After this, I want to use unordered list, that is UL. Okay, and type. What type I want? I want square. Okay, so I will write as a square. Then what are the first point I want to display? That has to be written in LI, that is list. So here I want to display input device, and then what I want to do? I just want to write a slash LI. Now I want to ask you some questions, students. Do we have to use BR? Yes, tell me. Any idea? Okay, let us see by doing it practically whether we need to use or not. Okay, now I'll go to the next line without using, let us check LI. Then here I will write output device. Okay, now I will write here LI. Now what I will do? I will just go to the next line. I will write LI, and here I will write process. Okay, then we have to use forward slash, which I have not used here. Let me correct myself the coding, and LI. I am just closing it. Then I want to close the UL, that is bulleted list. Okay, now this much is done. I'll just save this coding, and I will just close the font tag by using font. Save this, come to the web browser and press F5. See, you can see square bulleted lists are appearing on the screen. Input device, output device, and process is being displayed below the other, one below the other. So no need to use BR to come to the next line when we are using LI, that is list tag. Is that clear? Now with the same example, let me show you how to use ordered list. Okay, so what will happen when we are using ordered list? Here OL instead of UL, OL will come. Okay, I'm changing the same thing, OL. Then type, what will come here? Type, I will just give the value as 1. So what will start? It will start with the number 1. Okay, or it will start with 1 2 3 4. If you want to give A B C D, then you should start with A B C D E, like that. Okay, then I will just go to the last line, and instead of UL, I will write OL. I will save this, come to this. Now in place of square bullets, what should be displayed? Yes, very good. 1 and 2 should be displayed. Let me refresh. Yeah, very good. You can see on the screen now, bullets have been displayed. The ordered list has been displayed. I hope it is very clear for all of you. Now, how to do the nested bullets or the nested list? Now, what are the input devices we have, students? Yes, very good. We have keyboard, mouse, scanner, digital camera, all these things, right? So that I want to display below the input device as a nested bullet. Means inside input device, I want to display it as unordered list or ordered list depending upon our requirement. So I will just go take the mouse pointer next to input device, press enter. Here I will write, what I will write? Unordered list. Unordered list. Type is equal to circle. Okay, I'll just close this, and I will come down and I will write LI. Okay, what I'm writing? LI. Here I will write keyboard and close LI, because it should come below input device, so I am writing it below that. Okay, now I want to display one more input device, that is mouse. So I will just write mouse below this. Okay, mouse and close Li. Okay, just me close with Li, close the bracket. Now I want to close unordered list because I have finished. I want to display only these two as the devices. Okay, so I just closed it, just save it. Okay, then go to your web browser, press F5. You can see below the input device as a sub bullets, it is displayed as keyboard and mouse. Is that clear how to display the nested bullets? Okay, now what I will do, again I will not write the same thing. I will just copy this, go to output device, paste it here. Now instead of keyboard, I will write what output devices I have. Monitor, and here I will write what? Printer. These are the two output devices. So I'll just save this, go to my web browser, press F5. You can see what is displayed. Monitor and printer also displayed under output device. This is called as nested bullets. So lists are of three types, that is, one is ordered list, unordered list and nested list. Okay, we have learned all the three and I hope it is very clear for all of you. Now let us go further. What is there next? Okay, this is unordered list and this is ordered list. You can see in the ordered list you can give uppercase ABCD, lowercase ABCD, Roman number 1 2 3 4, small letters as well as capital letters, and there is a tag called start. When you click on start, you can see on the screen. Now I want to start ordered list from number 50, but whatever the number we are giving at the type, it is just taking what type of bullet should be displayed. But when you are starting with some other number rather than 1 or 2, then you have to specify the starting point. If you specify start then 50, then the bullets will start from 50, 51, 52, 53, like that, one below the other. I hope it is very clear. And nested list also you all know. Now on the screen you are able to see how to do list, how to do what? Scroll list. Okay, how to do the scroll list. What will happen? You might be observed some scrolling text will be there. You have to select option from drop down menu box. That time we are going to use this commands. Okay, here you have to select name is equal to favorite box, then the size is of 4. So 4 values you can give here. 1 2 3 4, like the size is of 4 which is given in the example. Okay, now option value is given here as AP, that is apple, mango, pineapple, guava, orange, watermelon. So those value and the information whatever should be displayed, that is also given here. Is that clear? Whatever I am giving, is that clear? I hope it is very clear for all of you. Now I'll just copy and paste the same thing just to see how exactly it works. Okay, I'll just go to the same thing. I will just copy paste just to save the time. I have just copied from here. I'll just go to the notepad and I'll just clear the screen and let me just paste the code, and here I will just write the value as PLE, apple only. Okay, I'll just save this and go to the browser just to see the output. When I do the refresh key, you can see, you can just click on the drop down box. When you click on the drop down box, you can select. You can see on the screen mango, pineapple. Like this, you can do the drop down box using the select name and then favorite fruit. Here you are going to select the favorite fruit and option value. Here you are going to specify the what value should be displayed and the information what should be displayed for that. Both I have used the same here, and then you are going to close the select tag, close the select tag and close the body, close the HTML tag. Okay, so using this we can just select like this from the drop down box. I hope it is very clear for all of you. Is that clear? Yes, very good. Now let us go back to our presentation just to see what is the next tag. Okay, now next is how to insert an image in the web page. I hope you all know previously we have learned how to insert an image as a background of the web page, but now we are not inserting it as a background of the web page. We are going to insert an image in the web page. Okay, not the background, it is an image itself. For that we have a tag called img src, that is image source. Then we have to specify the location or the path of the file which need to be inserted. Let us see how exactly it works. I'll just go back to my notepad and then see within the body after select I will just write here BR to go to the next line. Okay, I will use one more BR to give 2 line spacing, and then I will just use IMG and SRC is equal to, you all know that I have one image called science.jpg in my file that only I want to display in the web page. So I'm just saving this and let me go back to my web browser and just refresh. You can see the image is displayed. You can see the image is displayed but not as the background, as an image. It displayed as an image here. Okay, and now see it has some attributes here also. SRC is the URL of the page. Width specifies the width of the image. Height specifies the height of the image. Then align specifies the alignment, how it should be, like whether the center of the web page or top of the web page or bottom of the web page or middle of the web page, or how it should be displayed. That alignment we are going to specify. And next is the border. If you write the thickness of the border or yes, then the border also will be displayed to the image. I hope till here everything is very clear for all of you. Okay, I want all of you to practice all these commands because we doesn't need any other external software to practice all these things. Please, all of you will be having notepad as well as web browser in your computer. Use them, write all the HTML tags and please do practice so that you will become perfect in this. Okay, take care. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.